Hello and welcome folks to Agathos Flight School. Today with a short tutorial on how to change your default views in the different planes for virtual reality. This is especially useful for the German planes because the gun sight in German planes is offset to the right, so that in reality the gun sight is in line with the right eye of the pilot, and so he has a clear gun sight without having to lean his head over to the left or right. But for IL2, this means when you jump, especially in a German plane, in virtual reality, and you do not have changed your views, you will also sit offset to the right. And this is not good and not practical, because in virtual reality you lose the function of the gun sight. And I also feel that in IL2 in general, the default head positions for virtual reality in most planes are not really good. They are often a little too far back, a little too low, and for the German planes, as said, off to the right. But this can be easily changed for the planes. What you need to know is you need to look into the key settings, look under pilot head controls, and there what you need to have mapped to a key is save current corrections in head snap position to a key. In my case it's F10, might be the default key, don't remember that. And what you also need to have assigned are those 6 movement commands, which is head forward, head backward, head left, head right, head up, and head down. With this in your key settings, you're ready to go. What should also be set, you cannot do that in virtual reality. You have to do this while the VR mode is off, and that's why in this tutorial we are on the normal desktop mode, TFT screen mode for IL2. We will now hop into a quick mission, select the plane where we want to reassign the view. I have chosen the G14 because I think I have not flown this plane so far online, and so on not very often, and so I did not have saved a view for that. We just say we want to start on the runway. Also, what you need to remember is you can change your views with the mouse, and so don't touch the mouse or reset the view. So, and now we start. And what you here see is our default view in a German plane. You see the gun sight is centered on the screen, but this means, as you can see on the right side, where the frame is much thicker than on the left side, or on the right side the frame is actually in view, while on the left side not, we will sit offset to the right. And now we will correct that. I will keep the engine running so the gun sight is on. And what we now do is, using our head movement keys, we will first move our head so that it is really centered, and we can use the canopy frames and the nuts and so on to have it basically right in the center. A little touchy, but this works. And then we will also get our head a little bit higher up, like this. And we will get a little bit closer to the canopy. So now I press my save head position. You see quick views is saved, and now we can just finish the mission, and you will see that the game remembers the head view. So start, G14 is selected. start. And you see immediately right off, you see we are ready to go and we sit in the center of the cockpit. Important part to notice here is that actually as you cannot do that in virtual reality, you have to play around a little bit, which means place yourself in the plane you want to adjust your view. In virtual reality, look where your head is positioned and where you want it to be positioned. So how close should it be to the windshield? How high should it be? How far to the center should it be? And then go into the normal in the game without VR activated, change your view, go back into VR and check how the new position fits you. This is, as I said, you have to play around a little bit. With more experience on setting up those views, it's quite easy and quite fast because you will have some reference points in the cockpit, you know, like the bolts, the nuts, the frames, the gun sight, where you know where that box is, where the gun sight is placed up on top, and those are items you have in all families of planes, and you can use those as a reference where your head should be and where you like it most. So this was just a quick tutorial. I hope this helps you for your VR experience in IL2 and makes especially your life easier in German planes. Hope you enjoyed this little video and see you here again at Agathos Flight School in the future. Always happy landings and happy huntings, and bye bye folks. See ya.